The recent U.S. tariff policy, primarily under President Donald Trump's administration, has seen significant and rapid changes. Here's a breakdown of the key aspects. 1. Reciprocal tariffs. Basic reciprocal tariff. As of April 5, 2025, a 10% basic reciprocal tariff applies to imports from most countries worldwide. Differentiated reciprocal tariffs. Higher reciprocal tariffs, ranging from 11% to 50%, were initially planned for specific countries deemed to have large trade deficits with the U.S. However, for most of these countries, the implementation has been paused for 90 days, until July 9, 2025, to allow for negotiations. South Korea was among the countries facing a potential 25% tariff, which is currently on hold. Special tariffs on China. China has been an exception, with reciprocal tariffs applied immediately and increased multiple times, reaching a high of 145%. This includes a 20% tariff related to fentanyl. However, there was a temporary reduction to 30% for Chinese imports for 90 days starting May 12, 2025. 2. Sector-specific tariffs. Steel and aluminum. Effective March 12, 2025, a 25% tariff was imposed on all imported steel and aluminum products. This rate was further increased to 50% on June 4, 2025. Automobiles and parts. A 25% tariff on all imported automobiles came into effect on April 3, 2025. Tariffs on key automotive parts were scheduled to begin on May 3, 2025. Products covered by the USMCA United States-Mexico-Canada Agreement are generally exempt. Semiconductors. The U.S. plans to strengthen export controls on semiconductors used in computers and smartphones to protect its domestic semiconductor industry, while a 25% blanket tariff on imported semiconductors was proposed. It was quickly paused and replaced with a 10% interim duty, while the Commerce Department conducts a national security probe. The legacy 25% China-specific tariff, rising to 50% once the pause ends, remains in place. Other products. There are also ongoing discussions or actions regarding tariffs on various other items, including medical devices, cosmetics, beer cans, and empty aluminum cans. 3. Other key changes. De minimis rule. The $800 de minimis duty-free entry rule for shipments from China and Hong Kong was eliminated as of May 2, 2025. This means all shipments from these origins, regardless of value, are now subject to formal entry requirements and applicable tariffs. Tariffs on national security threats and unfair trade practices. The U.S. can impose tariffs of up to 50% on countries deemed to threaten national security or engage in unreasonable or discriminatory trade practices. Canada and Mexico for non-USMCA covered goods. A 25% tariff is applied, and energy resources face a 10% tariff.